My boyfriend is pregnant. The child belongs to her husband. Yes, you heard me right. When I dug the pregnancy test out of his pocket, he said, he did all this because he loved me so much. I want to give me a home so much. My name is Meng Meng. I am 24 years old. Ordinary office worker. Ordinary appearance. Ordinary life. The only unusual thing is, I was in a relationship where I didn't know my gender. His name is Ale. We met online. I was in a bad mood that day. Brushed the software until 2 a.m. I got a profile photo of him. In the photo he is wearing a white shirt. Looking down at your phone, the sun is hitting from the side. The curvature of the mandibular line is particularly beautiful. I just clicked on the attention. Then we added WeChat. We talked for 3 months. He always speaks softly. No hurry. I told him what I had for lunch. I quarreled with my girlfriend. The boss is crazy again today. And he listened. Occasionally reply. And, slowly I got used to chatting with him every day. The first thing I do when I open my eyes in the morning, just to see if he has sent a message. The last thing I do before going to bed at night is to say goodnight to him. 3 months later, he said he wanted to see me. I was so nervous that I didn't sleep all night. I rummaged through boxes and tried on more than 20 clothes. Finally I wore the thinnest floral dress. I looked in the mirror 800 times before going out. Lipstick is white. White. We made an appointment to meet at the entrance of the mall in the city center. I arrived 20 minutes early, standing there at a loss, until he came up to me in that gray suit. My heart beat straight to 180. He is more handsome than the photo. 178 meters tall, a clean white blazer. Inside was a simple white t-shirt. Clean. He walked up to me and smiled. Are you Meng Meng? I nodded, too nervous to speak. He said he was hungry. I know there are nearby. The hot pot is very delicious. Take you to dinner that day. I've been afraid to look at him, patronizing the dishes in the pot. He suddenly reached over and rolled my sleeve up. Say be careful of oil spills. I froze. Come out after dinner. My hair is falling out. Looking for a rubber band for the rice bag. He took a black one from his suit pocket. Hand it to me and say use this. And my heart skipped a beat. This man is too careful. Then we got together logically. His kindness to me makes me feel like I'm dreaming. He always carries something in his bag when he goes out to play. Wet tissue, dry tissue, small rubber band-aid, even my favorite mints. Even if it's just what I said casually, whose milk tea is delicious. He can remember. And one time we went hiking. My new shoes are a bit worn. After walking for a while the heel is peeled. Without saying a word he took a band-aid out of his bag. Squat down and stick it on me. The aunt passing by smiled. Say the boy is so sweet. I said why do you have everything in your bag? Like a doryman. He patted my head dotingly. Say I want you. Be the little idiot who goes out without a brain. He said it very naturally. Not greasy at all. It's that tenderness from the heart. But this is really strange. We have been together for more than half a year. The most intimate act he does with me is kissing and hugging. Every time I want to go in that direction, he gently pushed me away. Say I'm still young. Respect me. Once I deliberately teased him. Put your hand down his shirt. His face turned red all of a sudden. Grab my hand and say Meng Meng, don't make trouble. I want to save the best for last. After going back that night, I lay in bed tossing and turning and couldn't sleep. The more I think about it, the better I think of him. How many boys today can do this? The next day I can't help but chat with my girlfriends. They were crazy with envy. Where can I find such a man? So respectful of girls. Simply a rare animal. I suddenly felt very fortunate. I'm lucky. I met such a nice guy. I took him home to meet my parents. My mom made a big table of dishes. He helped set the dishes and chopsticks and clear the table. Sweet as honey. Make my parents smile. My mom privately pulled me and said this guy is good, reliable to live. It's rare for my dad to praise people. Said the child was down to earth and educated. But I asked him when he would take me home to meet my parents. He would say take your time. Don't worry, I'm still young. One more place. I said do you not want me to meet your parents? He quickly shook his head and said no. It's just that the situation in our family is a bit complicated. I'll take you back when I'm done. I didn't think much of it at the time. I think he may be responsible. I want to wait until everything is stable. Goodbye parents. Now think about it. He was already in a dilemma by then. When did you start to feel wrong? It was about 3 or 4 months ago. We went out to eat a few times. He suddenly put down his chopsticks halfway through eating. Cover your mouth and run into the bathroom. I followed up and asked what was wrong. He was on the sink retching. Pale face. Said it might be an upset stomach. Always acid reflux recently. I also teased him that you are not pregnant, right? And he looked up at me. That laugh was particularly awkward. No answer. Later, I noticed that his clothes were getting looser and looser. In the past, suits that showed off their figures were rarely worn. Often wide sweaters and sweatpants. Once we went to the movies. I'm leaning on his shoulder. I accidentally bumped into his stomach. It feels a little softer than before, but I wasn't really going that way. Who would think that? Until one Saturday, he came to pick me up, said to take me to the new mall. When getting off the bus halfway to buy water, the coat is on the seat. I felt a crumpled piece of paper when I tried to put it in my pocket. When I opened it, I found that it was a pregnancy test report. 8 weeks of gestation. I stared at that piece of paper for a long time, the whole 2 days. In his clothes. Why is there someone else's pregnancy test report? My mind is a mess. Who is Lee Min-ho? Is that his wife? I look up subconsciously. Saw the family on the main driver's visor looking through. The moment I saw his name and his photo, I feel like my brain just freezes. I have been dating my boyfriend for over half a year. Why is gender female? This thing has gone completely beyond all my life experience can understand. Just then, he came back from buying water, pulled the door open and sit in. Then I saw the report card in my hand and driver's license. His hands were frozen in midair. The water falls on the footpad and grunts out. It's very quiet here. I can hear my own heartbeat when it's quiet. He sat there motionless, pale little by little. In the end, it is as white as paper. I asked him who Lee Min-ho was. He opened his mouth and said nothing. I asked again, is your name Lee Min-ho? It took a long time for him to speak. The sound is very soft. I can barely hear you. He said Meng. I'm sorry, listen to my explanation. The way he looked at me was still so gentle. And I said okay. You explain what the hell is going on. And he says yeah, I am Lee Min-ho. This pregnancy test report is also mine. I am a girl, but I never liked to wear skirts when I was a kid. I don't like braids. I also like girls. I am Glala. I also talked about a girlfriend before, but when my parents found out, hit me like crazy and scold me. Lock me up at home, force me to see a doctor, tell me I'm sick, and I started messing with them. Hunger strike. Finally my parents promised me, as long as I get married and have kids, leave me alone. So, I just found a man like me to marry. We talked about it. After giving birth to a child, we divorced based on emotional discord. This child is our test tube. I listened to him. Tears can't stop falling. I remember how good he has been to me in the past 6 months. Remembering the little rubber band he always carried in his bag. Remember what he said about respecting me every time he pushed me away. Those who I thought were considerate and gentle. Now think about it. But because he had no idea how to be a girl, come with me to that point. I cried and asked him, then why didn't you tell me earlier? We've been together for so long. Why did you lie to me? He said, I tested you. I asked you once, can you accept Lara? You say no. You feel weird. I was terrified. I'm afraid you'll ignore me if I tell you. He said, Meng, I like you so much. I want to stay with you one more day. Even if you stay an extra hour. I miss you. I love you and I want to have a home with you. And he showed me his ID card. I just realized, more than half a year together, I never even saw his ID. His true identity has never been confirmed. It says Lee Min-ho. Gender female photo is the face I am familiar with. I asked him, so you told me your name was Lee Junel before? He lied to me. He lowered his head and said, sorry Meng, but my love for you is true. And I asked him, if I hadn't discovered all this today, when are you going to lie to me? So he says, I was going to give birth to this child. I will tell you after the divorce. I was shaking, like being hollowed out. It turns out that my love is a scam. The name is fake. Gender is fake. Everything is fake. I bit my lip. The taste of blood spreads in the mouth. Who is this person I'm in love with? After that day, we never saw each other again. He said give me time to calm down. If I think about it, I still want to be with him. He will go through the formalities with their ASAP. Start over, if I don't want to, and he doesn't blame me. He said that these 6 months were the happiest days of his life. My mom asked me the other day, how are you and Ale lately? When will you bring it back for dinner? I said break up. My mother widened her eyes and asked, why did he bully you? And I said no, it just doesn't fit. My mother sighed and said, too bad that kid is fine. I didn't say anything. I don't know how to tell her. My boyfriend, who I've been talking to for more than half a year, is actually a woman. Said she was pregnant with a child. Said she got married just to give her family an explanation. I've been thinking a lot these days. I remember the time he looked at me. That look is not staged. When he tied my hair. Extremely light hands. Afraid of hurting me when I have a cold and a fever. He drove to my house overnight, make me porridge and medicine, watched all night. Those good ones are true, but it's true that he lied to me. I don't know how to define this 6-month relationship. Am I in love with a girl, or am I in love with him? Maybe I can't even tell myself. Last night at midnight, I got a message from him, a long way. I watched it for a long time. He said he went to the hospital for a maternity checkup. The child is healthy. He said he didn't mean anything else, just wanted to tell me. Let me not worry. He said he moved out. The one over there is going through the procedure. When the baby is born it doesn't matter at all. He said he missed me, but dare not. Excuse me, he says he's not good enough for me. I watched it for a long time, and finally a smile. I don't know what I'm trying to say, maybe just to say, there are many kinds of people in this world. There are many kinds of love. Some love can be expressed. Some love can only be hidden in a pocket, like a spare little rubber band, waiting for the person who needs it to reach out. Ale, if you can hear me, I want to tell you, I don't blame you. You take good care of yourself. Have a good baby. No matter if we still have fate in the future. I hope you are well. After all, you are the one I really loved. As for what love is it male or female, right or wrong? I haven't figured it out yet. Also, I hope you don't deceive in the future. Don't hide it. Maybe you will meet the girl who really loves you.